What's up, everybody over on YouTube? What's going on? We are live, going live on WAP.com right now. What is up? What is going on? Good morning, good day, good evening, maybe even possibly good night. Wherever you are in the world, we are back with another live stream. TSD NBA live stream here, live on WAP.com and live on my YouTube channel at Bet at Your Own Risk. If you're over on WAP, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel over there. And if you're over on YouTube, find us, search us on WAP.com at Top Sports Debate. And on Discord, we are over here cashing every single day, hoping to push for some wins for today. This is a stream to go over live reads and to put together an NBA community parlay, which we did cash finally after so many tries last night. Woke up to seeing that it did indeed cash, where we had the and I also cashed on another slip that I submitted, a parlay that I put together, which I'll take that as well. We did cash on the Grayson Allen 22 PRAs. He got it. I think he finished with 23. Ayo Dosunmu for 3 assists. He finished with 7. Should have bumped him up. Should have laddered him up. And the Matas Buzelis 7.5 rebounds and assists. I believe he finished with, I think it was 12. He had 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and it really worked out. So today we are, once again, like I said, pushing for another community parlay, but more importantly, we're going to look at just some live reads here, hoping that we can find some stuff. I have 3 specific picks that I put together, player props that I'll be sharing in the Discord and WAP a little after the stream. I'll be sharing that. I may go over the actual picks here during the stream, but I just saw some stuff. I was just like, you know what, let me go on ahead and take these 3 and see if they cash. I may even parlay them together. We got plenty of time to do that. I said I was going to go live around 10 a.m., but I said, you know what, let me go live now, just because I'm going to be busy the rest of the morning. For anybody watching on YouTube, for anybody watching on WAP, if you're over on Twitch, go follow me at Vortex46, same name as it is here, because I do live streams over there, but I'm a gamer, so I'm playing the new Resident Evil Requiem game, and I'm going to be looking to run through my second playthrough of that game. The game is super fun, having a lot of fun. So let's see here. But anyway, let's look at and if those of you who are watching on WAP, if you have any, what's going on? Yeah, good morning. If you have any, Resident Evil game is fun, dude. Really, really fun. Technically on my second playthrough, but I've been practicing like the first couple of sections of the game, so trying to really get it under my belt on the pathways and stuff, but still got a long way to go. Pretty much, I'm pretty much gonna be playing it like 4 times at most, at minimum, maybe 5. But anyway, if anybody has any, if you're on WAP and if you're on YouTube at any given point, do you have any suggestions for any player props, team props, spreads, or anything, let me know. We can look at it, because again, this is our community parlay. It's not mine. I prefer having participation from everybody or anybody who would love to share a look. And if we can agree on some stuff, we will look at it. Also will be looking to possibly do either a 2-leg or 3-leg double slip today. That's the thing. Like there's a few players that are questionable currently, so we have to kind of wait. The only thing is that there's, there's a 1 p.m. game, then 3 p.m., 3:30, at least for Eastern Standard Time. So we have 3 early games, and then we have the rest, 4 games after. So hopefully by the time, say, again, if I can't really gauge what I want to do as far as a double spot, if I can't gauge anything during the stream, I will hopefully be able to find something in and around lunchtime, around 12:30, because y'all know me, I like to put my stuff in early, kind of walk away from the table, don't have to keep coming back trying to figure out if somebody's in or not, you know, because I really need to know what I'm trying to do here as early as possible. So not like Kevin Porter Jr., he's questionable today. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like Porter's questionable, Dang's questionable, Giannis is questionable. So it's like, what would I really want to do with the Bucks if I'm looking at the squad? Or do I want to even consider possibly still maybe taking like Alexander for his assist, because he does pass the ball, but he's been down more recently? Can he bounce back against Milwaukee? He's technically 1-1 on getting up, 4 or higher assists against them. It's just that down here they've allowed a few to get 4. So it's like, I really need to know what I'm working with that type of a game. So and then like the Brooklyn game, we don't know if we know that this is what's the potential, because I was considering taking Philly for the first half spread because the data is pinpointing for them to cover, but I don't know what I'm getting from this Philadelphia squad, who did kind of ball a little bit, just a smidge, before they got like blown out by Detroit the last game. So do they bounce back today against Brooklyn, who doesn't have Porter? They won't have Porter. They won't have Claxton. Will they still have a comfortable spot to really do some stuff today? That's the kind of what I'm trying to figure out for something like that. So nice. Glad that it sold out. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm really trying to gauge what I want to do. Let's look at CJ real quick, because CJ, he can, as you've seen his PRA, he can ball, right? He can get stuff done. He can score. He technically still is a walking bucket when he technically wants to be. But against Milwaukee, he's 3-2 to getting 25 or higher PRA. Do I consider taking any of his props, points? Do I consider looking his way for assists? Do I maybe take him for his points and assists? What is his points and assists? It's 23. Looking a little bit different compared to his PRA. So his PRA is already looking better. So look at his points, same thing. So yeah, like his PRA is looking the best. So do I consider taking him today? Let's look at him at home. Last 5, 4-1. He did go under against Brooklyn. Let's see, Milwaukee per the position, they allow, what's that, 20, excuse me, not 20, 30-ish, right? So they still allow plenty to the position, and you're looking for him to get 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got it, 6 got it. So it's a positive spot. He did get it here on the 4th, so that's still good too. So maybe I'll cue him up. Maybe we take him. What's on here that I didn't mean? Okay, this is one of the picks that I did take, Cameron Johnson, because his data looks actually good for him to get RAs today at plus value. I would say look at Cameron Johnson for his rebounds and assists, because he's probably gonna get it today. Again, it's plus value. I got it at a plus 114 on DraftKings. So that's one of the picks that I'm going to be sharing in the Discord and the WAP soon. I haven't really bet on Hachimura. He actually looks decent. At least the last 5 in the head-to-head. But let's look at the head-to-head. So last 5, he's 4-1 to getting. He's been more productive more recently for the Lakers. Does he... Okay, 4-0, 2-0 on the year. And he's going above against, more specifically against Denver. So they're at home, right? So let's look at him at home. What's he doing at home? Now, he's a little bit down, but again, he's still 3-2 in the last 5 home games. Anytime he does get it, though, he's getting a good comfortable spot above. So if I bump them up to say just 13, 14, maybe 14 will probably be. Let me log into Fanatics, because either Fanatics or DraftKings has a better position for a spot for him, for the line for him to get plus value. And that's why I continue to tell y'all, like, don't just take the minus 105s, minus 110s. Don't just take the comfortable spots. Don't just alternate under and parlay 3-4 leg. Go after those plus 105s, plus 110s, plus 125s, plus 130s, plus 180s, plus 200s. Chase those positives, because especially on single bets, because if you throw 5, 10, 15, 20 down and they actually produce even higher than that spot, then your read was correct. They were in the spot to do the job, and you just made a good amount of funds in a positive way for you. It is best that you single bet. It is best that you chase the positive money, the plus money, excuse me. So this is PRA for the Lakers. Let me look at Hachimura. Let me see. Okay, Fanatics doesn't have him here. Do they have just like a regular for him? Trying to hurry up because I don't want to stay on this one spot. I'm going over on DraftKings, because sometimes DraftKings has the plus value. You can bump a player up. But then again, DraftKings, they'll skip a line though. They'll go from 12.5 to 15.5 type of thing. They'll skip 14 type of thing, just as an example. All right, Lakers Nuggets combo PRA. Okay, Hachimura is not showing on here, so I guess Fliff would be the only spot that has him getting the 15. But again, this is a plus 140, still a good spot for him to get 15 PRAs. He's done it in the last 5 games 3 times. Head to head, he did it once here, but again, this was last year. He's in a spot to do it. He's in a great positional spot to do it. So I would say I'm probably going to take this on a straight bet on Fliff, because I have Fliff personally. So I would say look Hachimura's way, because if you take him for the 13, it's still good. It's a minus 115. So he's probably more than likely going to get higher again, possibly. You just don't know, because it's the NBA. It's a Saturday too. You just don't know. Let me, you all can't see this. I'm going to go over to Prop Finder, because this is what I do on Prop Finder. Because remember what I talked about a stream ago, or maybe 2 streams ago, when I mentioned about MLB. I'm going to be using Prop Finder pretty much the most with my MLB picks and slips and stuff like that. So I'm still going to be using Outlier for let me see if I can find for the team stuff, but I am, let me see, volume trends. Is volume trends again? If you're on YouTube, you can see me doing this stuff on screen here. But Prop Finder, I love that they gave some initial extra stuff. Where are you, dude? You are not showing up. There you go. All right, so let me click on him. PRA. Again, last 5, he's been doing the job. He's 4-1. But Prop Finder actually gives some extra filter information. They give the day. What is Hachimura doing on Saturdays when it's pertaining to his PRA? He is still 3-2 in the last 5 Saturdays. Again, people can see this on YouTube. He is averaging 16.8 PRAs on Saturdays, right? He had back-to-back days, 1 on the road, 1 at home, with either close to 20 or above. He got 26 against Dallas on January 24th, and then 19 on February 7th. Now let's go with Hachimura on Saturdays at home. What is he doing? 4-1. He's averaging 20 on the nose, 20 PRAs on a Saturday. 25, 33, 16 and 19. Those are the spots where he was green. He finished with 7 against Chicago. But again, this data though is from, most of this data is from last year though. The one game where he had the positive side for the season on a Saturday at home was again against Golden State on February 7th of this year with the 19. So I do like the spot because more specifically, he likes to ball on Saturdays, and he's 1-0 on Saturdays against Denver, which was, again, this was last year, November 23rd, 2024. He had 15. So I like the spot. I like it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm, like I said, I'm more than likely gonna take him for the 15.5 plus value over on Fliff, and I'll pretty much share that in the Discord and the WAP once the stream is up. But I really like that one. Let's see. Maybe Gordon. Maybe no. Maybe Gordon. You got anything else? Okay, you can do okay. Because even like Scamdle is the best spot, -106 next to Caesars, -107. Now his PRA is down more recently though. He loves playing against LA. He's 1-0 on the season, 27 here. Let's look at him specifically on the road. He's still positive, he's still green, 70%. Even just in general in the last 5 road games, he's 4-1. He's averaging 27.8 per the position. They allow though 28. They allow 28 to the position, maybe 29. Sorry, excuse me, 29, almost 30. So it's still a good spot. So it's a nice low 23. Let's look at it to the opposite side as far as DraftKings, -121. So the -109, -121. The books, at least DraftKings believe he's gonna do it. Like I said, FanDuel believes he's gonna do it. Randall had 23. OG had 22. Again, you need 23. Siakam at 34. Walker 24. Zion. So a few of the players that really got it are players that are starters, except for outside of OG. So technically, what is it? 4-1. So this is good. So I'm probably gonna queue him up. Do that. And you know what? Maybe I won't be able to. I was gonna say, well, maybe I parlay Hachimura and Gordon, but it probably won't let me. I wouldn't mind looking Jaquez Jr.'s way here. It's just even down back-to-back games. He's at home, because that's the other thing. Miami specifically, Hero's questionable and Powell's questionable. So I want to believe that if either one of them are out, he might get bumped up to the starting lineup today. Because Wiggins is out. Because I'm not sure if I want to do anything as far as like a first half spread or anything. I kind of considered it. Because technically both teams are in a spot to cover the first half spread per the data that I looked at about an hour ago. So I just want to put that out there for those of you. Because like I said, I'm mostly more of a data-driven team capper more than anything. But I'll still apply what I do with that to the player prop side and just hope for the best, because again, the players will let you down, but the teams will actually do the job for you for the most part. 3-2 in the last 5. He had back-to-back games and going under. Maybe he bounces back here against Orlando, but he's 0-2 specifically against them at home. He's 0-1 on the season. He had 21s. He was right there. He was just a few off, so it's still good. He still gets 20 against Orlando just in general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 got the 25. Like even with Middleton, he just had he's pretty much been having a resurgence of his very veteran, youthful career, actually getting buckets and stuff like that with Dallas now on some random stuff. But he had 28 here on the 5th. Justin was off just by a few, so was Asor. So it's still technically a good spot. But again, most of the names on here are technically starters. So it's just that Jaquez, he still produces for the squad. That's what I'm saying. I really do enjoy putting him down on slips. Like even like his rebounds look much better. Let me look at his PRA. His PR, excuse me. PR is looking interesting. His RA, 4 straight. He's gone well above for most of it in the last 5. Let's bump him up. See, Flip has him plus 170. What about, let me see. They don't really have, maybe I can find something on Fanatics or DraftKings for like a plus something, but DraftKings right now, minus 112 for him to get it. Yeah, it's a slight lean for him to actually get the 10. So you may want to consider taking him even just for the 10 rebounds and assists, just because he's been producing a bit more recently. So let me, but his rebounds are looking the best. 70%. He usually grabs 5 or higher. So. Do I bump him up to 6? Okay. 1, 2, 3 got it. Others came close. But again, a lot of these cats are starters, so I'm just considering. I'm really considering taking them for even. See, for 6 is a plus 141. 3 and 2. It's usually almost grabbing. Let me cause I really do kind of like his RA a bit better. Let me take him for the RA. I might take him for the rebounds, but at 6 at plus value as an extra slip. For the Charlotte game, they're on the road against San Antonio. The only real question is, well, actually no, it's not that. He's not the only one. So Harper's questionable as well as Wemby. But I did just share that I'm taking Charlotte to cover the first half spread. I'm just gonna go with the data and hope for the best. It's either going to cash or it's not. So I want to know for Charlotte, because Kalkbrenner, there's some specific data for him to possibly score 6 points today. It's 5.5. There's no data. I literally just saw it. He is probable. So unless I'm gonna wait, because his like I said, his points, this was like an hour ago. It was 6. And I think it was at plus value. So I'm just saying, like, he might be a player that you want to possibly look at for that took all the way up for his stuff. I think Kobe's questionable, right? Let me just double check. Okay, he's probable. So yeah, maybe consider taking Kalk. Like I said, it's super low. It's 6 points, but I need to look at it. I need to actually see his data though. I don't know if I want to take Cook because Kobe, he just started to really find his groove with Charlotte a bit better more recently. So maybe because he went down back to back. Let's look at him on the road. He's 3 and 2 to the under. No road stuff. Let's see. Oh shoot, I gotta look at Christian Braun. I gotta look his way. I gotta look at his data because I literally missed out on him getting 15 plus points. Was it 2 nights ago? I have to look his way. So fascinating. They're giving him 12. Give me a second. I need to look at this and see what are they seeing for him to get 12. Because again, he's been going under more than anything. Can't just be because he had 17 here against Boston. Maybe it's just the. Hold on, let me see. They're allowing, but they guard the position well. I am over on Prop Finder because Prop Finder gives just a little bit of extra data. I need to look at something real quickly. This is real fast. So San Antonio, per the against the shooting guard position in the last 10, they're allowing 17 points to the position. Kobe on the season is averaging 17, and in the last 5 he's averaging 13. Again, that's more so apologies. Yeah. That's more so due to, this is more fascinating than anything. This is showing something different. So he had, that's why. Okay. Because it wasn't showing it here, but on Prop Finder specifically, it's showing that he's averaging 13.4 points in the last 10 games. But on Outlier, okay, all right. But again, per the information on Prop Finder, is showing 3 and 2 in the last 5, while on Outlier showing he's 1 and 4. So this is very, that's why. I apologize. I forgot. That's my fault. There it is. 3 and 2. So I'm thinking to possibly maybe change my mind, because I'm like, well, maybe I don't take him, but then I'm like, well, since he's 3 and 2 in the last 5, averaging 13 points, the only downside is that in the last 5 road games, he's averaging just 10. Maybe he can get 12 points today. Minus 108, minus 109. Maybe he does get the point. Maybe. The only issue is in the last several matchups against shooting guards, only one got 12. And that was Strother. Braun was a free throw off. Saunders was a bucket off. So yeah, it's just something that you may want to consider. Maybe I'll still look his way just for the points. I might not look at anything else. Maybe I'll take a chance on his points. Precious Achiuwa, this young man was grabbing boards, and then eventually he I don't know. It's like he's grabbing rebounds, right? So if you decided to take him for 7, which would be the best spots, plus 128, he's gone under 4 straight matchups against the Clippers. He's 0-2 against them on the season. He had 4 here on last month. They allow almost 11 to the position. Could I see him getting 7 today? Maybe. They are on the road against the Clippers tonight. I think it's the last game of the night. Richard had 8. Cat had 12. Cornette had 7. On the nose. Wemby had 10. Huff was 2 off. Horford was off. So it's like it's right there knocking on the door. Can he get 7 boards tonight? Because honestly, I don't see him getting a double-double. Because remember, I took him like 3 times, and he did get 1. I think it was here on the 5th. That was the one that I took him for the double-double, and he got it. So I don't see him, because he just hasn't been able to do it as far as getting a double-double. But I could see him possibly still getting the 7 rebounds tonight. I mean, if you want to take the juiced 6, you just throw, I don't know, $15 if you're a $10 better, $15 or whatever to get the actual profit that you want back. I'd say do it, because he probably will grab 6. I just feel like he'll get 7, but it'll be like it's applied pressure for him to get it against the Clippers, who he's been struggling to actually get the 7 against them just in general, since he, you know what I mean, just on the year he hasn't been able to do it against them, but he's been able to do it 9 out of the last 10, nine straight games. So just kind of throwing it out there. I'm queuing him up just because I'm probably going to take him on a straight bet, see if he actually goes out there and grab these 7 tonight. And just see. And that's the thing. I would love to look Dylan Harper's way, but he's questionable. So I'm not even going to. Well, he's in, but I don't know. He may produce, may not produce. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if y'all want to look Riley's way here, more specifically for his maybe RA or PR. Looks like his PR is looking better, and it also looks like his PR is looking like PRA and PR is looking the best. But do you take him tonight? He's probably more than likely going to be starting again. Or this evening, should I say, not tonight. Maybe he does go out here and get 17. It's a -106. Currently, FanDuel believes he's going to get it. He's 3-2 in the last 5. He's averaging 20. You need him to get 17. The only thing is that 1, 2, 3, 4 got it. Everybody else went under. So that's the question. Because that's the thing you got to consider too. He's facing off against Boston. Tatum's supposed to be back. You got Brown. You got Quetta. So you got some players that's going to be grabbing boards. I don't know if Sarr is going to grab roughly say 8 boards. They got him at plus money for 6. Maybe you take him for 6. Maybe you throw 5 on here. Maybe he does barely get it. He has had 8 twice. I would apply pressure for him to grab 8. Maybe even 7. It's a plus 194. In and around 200. If you feel like he can grab 8, apply the pressure to him. Throw $5 or $10 down on this joint. Because it's a spot here. It's a plus 350. He just might grab 8. He's done it twice. He did it on the year, so he's 1-0 against Boston on getting 8. But the only issue is that he's had 3 straight games where he only hit 5 twice. But I'm talking about when him going under the 8. And if you're going for the 7, that's the other thing. He's gone under 4 of the last 5. But let's look at him specifically on the road. Still under. So that's what I'm saying. He may get 7 at minimum. May get 6. Excuse me. He may get 6 at minimum. 7 at max. He just might. Or he might go under. Because, again, he's battling against Tatum, Brown, Quetta, and whatever else they're going to have. And Vucevic is out. So he might. Again, he might. And then you got to also consider Shermer here. He might actually grab some rebounds tonight too, coming off the bench for Boston. So this is why the line is at plus value, because he's facing off against a Boston squad that actually goes out there and grabs boards and fights and stuff like that. So it's just something to consider. Okay, because the other thing that I wanted to look at was 3-pointers. Where are you, dude? Where's the 3-pointers? There we go. Can I see anybody getting 2 or 3 threes? The random 3-pointer parlay that I put out went 0-3 last night. I really did not see Brunson not, I think he only took like 3 or 4 shots from the arc last night. He still scored points. I think he finished with 29, if I remember. I'm looking right now. He had 29 points. He had 9 assists. He still passed the ball good enough. Yeah, he went 0-3. He only took 3 shots from 3-point. I did not see him, scoring under 5 times or shooting under 5 threes last night. Didn't see that at all. Just one of those things. I just couldn't get a chance to sit down and watch the game, but I kept popping in on the box score, and I'm like, man, like he's really not taking any threes. Like I think he took his first 3-pointer at the end of the first half. Like that's how weird it was last night for him specifically. So I haven't looked. I really keep saying that. I really haven't looked Derek White's way. Let's see. I'm looking him at home. What's he doing at home? 60%. How many shots is he taking during this run? 8. He's taken 8 in the last 5 on the nose. He's averaging 3. Head to head, 1-1. He's 0-1 on the year. He took 5 shots here. Now he would be in the point guard position, so they allowed 3 to the position. If he was here at the 2, then he would be a bit more comfortable. But of course, Jalen's there, so maybe you take Jalen for his 3s tonight because he's in a better spot. Let's see, it's a plus. Sheesh, plus value. Probably because he doesn't take too. He's taking the shots, but he's not. Yeah, see, he's down. That's why. It's a plus 200 even. Maybe he does get 3 threes tonight. Maybe, but he's not. That's the thing. He doesn't really take that many shots. He's not really making anything. So maybe you do still take it at a plus even. Maybe he does get 3 threes tonight, but maybe you take Derek a bit more because he still takes a good amount of shots, more specifically. And then at home, like I said, it's taken 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. And a few others came close while others did not. Maybe I take him for, because I don't know if he would score 17 points. He's 3 straight games and getting 20 or higher. This is just in the month at home. I don't know if I would see him getting, because they're guarding the position. 1, 2. Only 2 got it. Everybody else is shut down. But again, the names, are they actually starters? Nope. So this doesn't really, at least one of them. 7, you need 6. He had 8 here. Maybe you take him for the, okay. All right, I like the assist better because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 got it, and a few others came close. I actually like the passing a bit more. This one was a bit quicker. I'm gonna go in and look his way today. I don't really look towards Derek White really at all. So Banchero got his PRA last game. All right. No, he didn't get it. He went under. There was something that I took for him and he got it. It may have been points and rebounds or rebounds and assists. Maybe it was, looks like it was rebounds. Okay, it was rebounds and assists. He did get it here. You see, he got it here. The 28th, 1-1 on the year. No, excuse me. Apologies. He's 1-4 against Miami on the year. Does this mean he's gonna go under today? It's kind of what I'm wondering. Is he gonna go under today? More specifically, we look at him on the road. Okay, 4-1 in the last 5. He's averaging 16. You need 15. Only 1 got it. Everybody else they shut down. Curious. Per the position, they allow 12. Okay, they struggle against the position per rebounds. So let's look at his boards. So he had 15 here, 10. So 3 of the last 5 road games, he had 10 boards or higher. They're giving him 9. maybe you do take him for 10. Plus 114 on Caesars. It's fascinating that they're struggling to guard the position, but a lot of the players that they shut down. But then again, okay, a few of these players are bench players, though. That's the only thing. It's not really helpful. It's really not. They shut Kevin Durant down, starter. Clowney, they shut him down. If you're looking towards him to get even just the was it the 8.5, right? If you take him at the 8.5 at the 9, per the starters that they faced off against, they shut Giannis down, Kuzma, Harris. But I think, I don't know, I think maybe he didn't play that much this game. Wolf comes off the bench. Clowney, he was 1 off. Excuse me, 2 off. Back-to-back games against Miami at 7. Then they shut, like I said, they shut Durant down to that, but Easton's the only one that got it. So I don't know. Maybe you do. And he had 12 here. Maybe he does still get 10 boards again. It's a plus 114. Maybe you take the chance. Let me cue him up for the 9. Maybe he grabs 9 rebounds tonight or today or whatever. Because I know I'm looking at threes and stuff, but look, Austin Reeves, you would push him for 3. This is a little bit different. So you would put him down for 3 plus 164. I mean, if you want to take him for the 2, it's a, you know what I mean, it's whatever it is. You can still take him for the 2. He's still shooting 6 times. He had 10 here. 4-1 against them. He's 0-1 on a year against Denver. He hit 1, so he's 1 off. They allow almost forward to the position. Still kind of like him for 3. It's because there's a few players that were 1 off. Kind of like him for 3. I'll cue him up. I really do. I kind of like him for 3 instead of just the 2. But on the parlay, I will put him on a parlay for 2, and then just single bet him for 3. Really not seeing anything else. Really not. Even just in general, when it's pertaining to facing off against the defense, on the defensive side, I'm really not seeing too much of anything from the arc. Oh, let me look at Christian Braun for his points real quick. They're giving him 12. Even, plus 100. Maybe he gets it today. Because like I said, this game, I put him down for 15. He didn't get it. It was the next game that he did against Houston. I know for sure. This game, it was a plus 250 for him to get 15. So I'm pretty sure that it was either in and around the plus 250 or it was probably higher because he's playing against this Houston Rockets defense, and he got 19 here, but he had 11 here. So maybe if I'm feeling froggy, I'll take him for another try again for him to get 15 points on the road against the Lakers. Yeah. I don't know why I feel like I need to look his way multiple times in the last few 3 days, 4 days, but I kind of just feel like he can get 15 tonight at some aggressives at an aggressive plus 250, because as you've seen per the list, you know, you see a few of them who've gotten it or just barely, like they shut Anthony down here on the 10th. Because, you know, Ant's usually a walking 25 plus point player almost every night. So they shut him down. Nembhard had 17. Strawther had 18. Hardaway was a free throw off. And then, like I said, Braun, he did get it. He did indeed get it against LA at Denver, so I kind of feel like he can possibly get it again tonight. Make it a what you call it. So I'm just, kind of thinking that I need to take him for 15 points tonight. That's what I'm thinking. I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably just going to single bet that real quick because I really do feel like he can get it. All right. This is what I have. A few players from the same game. Let me just look around for any double stuff before we try to put together this community parlay real quick. Yeah, like Bonchero, he might. That's what I'm saying. He might. He's still in a spot to get 10 rebounds tonight. He just might get it. He might. So if you feel like he can do it, it's a plus 105 on ScamDuel, plus 105 on ScoreBet app, even on Caesars. So you might want to consider taking him for the double because he's been getting it. Of course, we gotta know if Wemby's in because he's been more recently getting doubles as well. So you gotta look at that. Would you consider Aaron Gordon for 10 boards, 10 points today? It's a plus. This is more of an aggressive thing, so the better value is over here on the ScoreBet app at plus 1400. Maybe. He's done it twice in the last 10. He's facing off against the Lakers, who do what? Per the position, they allow 7. None of the players got 10, but Walker came close at 9. OG had 8 here. Randall was 3 off. And we know Randall can still grab, 7, 8, 9, roughly 10 boards if he's really trying. Siakam is sometimey. So just per the list in general, there are just a few players on here that can actually still grab close to, and if not 10 rebounds. So it's just like, it's right there. And it's just that Gordon specifically, he is more so hovering around, what is the number, 6, roughly 7. So he's like pushing towards 10. Do you take him for 10? He had 10 tonight. Double. He had 10 against my Thunder on the road. Can he go back to back? That's the question. On the season, he has not gone back to back 10 boards. That's the other thing we gotta consider. So he might not get the double. He might just hover around here his normal spot. He may get 8, he may get 9 and hook you and still get the 10 points. What is his points? Feel like he's not going to get a double, don't take him for the double. Maybe take him for the 15 tonight. It's seemingly possibly that he'll do that instead. This is what he's done on the road in the last 10, last 5. He's been getting some actual buckets. So his points line looks a bit more comfortable if you don't feel like he'll get a double at least. So maybe you take him for a double. It's just something that I'm thinking about for an extra pick. I don't really see Jalen getting 10 rebounds today, but you never know. You never know. He would be at the 2. So they allow 7. Either way, if he was at the 2 or the 3, he's still close enough to get the 10. Men had 12. Now we got to consider with Tatum on the court, because you still want to consider Tatum getting a double today. Maybe he actually does it. With Tatum on the court, this is what he does. He had 11 here. He came close, but again, this was last year. Let's look at him at home with Tatum on the court. So none of the games with Tatum on the court, he's been able to do it. So let's look at Tatum here. Maybe Tatum maybe he bounces back because he had back-to-back games where he went under. Head-to-head 2-1 on getting 10. He had 12 here on the 15th, 11th. But again, this was last year's numbers. Him at home. This is what he's doing. Because I took him for a double. I thought it was 2-3 games ago when he was in and he didn't get it, so he went fully under. It was like the game after, if I remember correctly. Came back, his first game back, he got the double-double. I was like, well, maybe I take him again. Maybe he goes back, but he doesn't do it. So this is what he's done again in the last 5 home games. This is what he's done. He's averaging 13. But again, this was last year's numbers, outside of the first game that he came back. So 4 games, 3 of those games were 10, and then you add on the thing. So maybe he does. Per the position, he would be the powerful position. They allow 8. So he still has potential to grab the 10. But again, we got to wonder, per his, his Achilles and stuff, is he going to be really pushing hard, or is he going to kind of like not go so hard and do some stuff? I'm super upset at myself because I considered taking Carter for double-double the last game, and I forgot. And when I woke up the last game, it seemed he got it. I'm just like, man, I missed out. So now, today, he may or may not get it tonight. He had back-to-back games with higher than 10 boards. This is what he's done in the last 10 road games. 3-2 in the last 5, but he's been down in back-to-back games on the road. Per the position, they allow 11. He is 0-1 on the season. He had 5 here. Again, this was the same spot at Miami. So he might not get 10 rebounds, but it's just something that you may want to consider. Taking him, maybe if you don't feel like he'll get a double-double, maybe he doesn't get 10 points. Maybe he just gets the boards. Maybe he gets 9 rebounds. It's a plus 114 on DraftKings. Even spot. So he might actually grab some rebounds tonight. So I'm just considering taking him for a double-double today. Here we go. It's plus 270. Caesars. Maybe. Because something changed in this young man in the back-to-back games here. I really didn't see him getting double-double against Cleveland, but he did. And of course, that's Washington. So this is more of him fighting tonight against Miami, possibly. Maybe we're not, because he's been a double-double machine more recently too. Let's look at his rebounds. What is rebounds? It's a minus 130. So you would bump him up to 9 plus 120. He's 4-2 in the last 6, 3-2 in the last 5, averaging 9. They allow almost 11 to the position. 2 got 10, Wemby and Cat. Richards came close. Everybody else is under. I don't know. Maybe he does. On the road. Hit 5 here on the 6. I don't know. Maybe he does get a double-double. Plus 210 on FanDuel. Plus 200 on Caesars. Maybe. Cat and Wemby got it. Okay, they stopped Gobert from getting it. Alright. I think I'm gonna queue him up just to, because I'm probably gonna take that on a straight bet. So Dyson Daniels, didn't he have a double-double the last game? Double check this here. Yeah. So he's every other game. If you're a trend believer, he's every other game getting double-double. Back-to-back against Milwaukee. On the year, he is 2-0 on getting a double-double against Milwaukee. So this is enticing. It's a plus 350. Maybe I take this on a straight bet. Maybe he does get it, because of the fact that he's 2-0 against Milwaukee. we would look at his assists, right? But again, you still gotta consider, or is everybody, you know, is there potential that Porter and Giannis don't play? Atlanta runs the score up, they blow them out, type of stuff. That's the question you gotta consider. Look at them at home. All right. Again, maybe he gets 10 assists tonight. Maybe. Because Booker he was 3 off. Bane was 1 off. They shut him down because he's usually hovering around 4 or higher. White was 1 off. So it's still potential. Again, still potential for the players that are on that list who are starters, who are ball dominant, who are passing the ball a lot. Still potential for them to get 10. It's just, you got to wonder if players are in. I don't know. Maybe let me see. I'll take him just for 7 assists as a plus 110. Maybe I'll just take him for his passing. Maybe he does get 7 assists today. I'm going to cue it up. Okay. All right. That's all that I can find for now. We're good. All right. Let's try to find this community parlay, because I actually do. What was I saying? I actually do like Daniels for 7 assists. Like I said, maybe Austin Reeves for 2 threes. Maybe Jaquez for the 10. So maybe we just do. This would be on DraftKings too. This is perfect. So we'll just do. One moment. Gotta relog back into DraftKings. Because you know, when you go idle on the Sportsbooks app, they just log you out randomly. You're like, dog, keep me logged in so I log out personally. All right, let me grab the booster, 20% booster. And maybe we switch it up, because I really don't want to put Daniels on here and he like hooks on 6, like he gets 6 assists, he doesn't get 7, and the community parlay is just donezo super early. So we'll rely on Derek White first. So we'll go Derek White first. That way, that's at least a bit more of a comfortable spot. Maybe he'll at least get the 6 assists. Maybe. Because again, he went back to back. He hasn't had, in the last 10, he hasn't had 3 straight games of not getting 6 assists. So we rely on Derek first. And then we'll go Jaquez coming off the bench for Miami. Unless he's starting. Heck are you, dude? There we go. Take him for 9.5 rebounds and assists, and then we will take Mr. Reeves for trades. Okay. So plus 436. We add the 20% booster. bumps it up to a plus 529. That's the community parlay. Like I said, I do like the other couple of the other spots here for some single bet stuff. Probably, more than likely, probably gonna take Christian Barmford 15. Probably Dyson Daniels single bet for 7 assists. See if we'll get it on a lone spot. And this works out because then I can just go right from here to the game. Okay. I'm like, Nani? Alright. And WAP. There we go. Share it in the Discord, share it in the WAP. Again, if you're on YouTube, come find us over on WAP.com at Top Sports Debate. This is where we are. This is where we be. This is where I live stream almost every day, going over my NBA picks, live reads and stuff. But I need to stretch, get ready to go live again over on Twitch. Come follow me over at Vortex46 at over on Twitch. Getting ready to go live stream over there for probably roughly about, I don't know, 3 hours or something. Try to see if I can do some challenges over there, complete some challenges, should I say. But other than that, I am out. You all stay safe, stay humble, take care of yourselves and each other and your families, your friends, your loved ones, all of that. And I will hopefully probably in and around the same time, because we still, it's tomorrow. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 games tomorrow. Pretty much same slate. Early games, try to go over some of the data and stuff like that. And as always, I'll try to look over some stuff as early as possible so I can become a little bit more prepared, do better than this stream for tomorrow. But y'all stay safe, stay humble. I'll holler at you later, guys. Peace.